マヨとやっぱ卵は合うね。
ね。甘い。美味しい。
いただきます。
いただきます。 say no. We just want to introduce ourselves. Okay. Name? Secure, but sure. Well, there's no height restrictions, as far as I'm aware. Interesting. So you throw your hat on the ground, Jenny. I have my arm twisted, but you think you tick my box? 35. Karen is not model. She's done some modeling. There's a difference. I heard she's going to be on Baywatch. She's not going to be on Baywatch. This is class. What? Later. Erin, what are you doing? She has no model. She's done some modeling. I'm just wondering whether
いただきます。